Hey guys, we are in my kitchen. Sorry about the door being open here. I was just pulling some stuff out because I wanted to share with you guys what I make for my breakfast. This is out of the Blogolati's Sculpt cookbook. This is out of print now, to my knowledge, which is part of the reason why I'm actually sharing this is because it's out of print. So I'm not too worried about Cassie coming after me. Cassie, I love you. If you see this, please don't come after me, please. So this is the recipe for overnight oats that's in there. This is not the exact recipe. I do modify some stuff. So first thing you're going to need is a medium-sized apple. So about that big. I prefer to use either Gala or Fuji, a sweeter apple. I think I did try this with Pink Lady apples once. Did not, it was a little too tart. So I'm just going to take one of these, and actually I'm going to move you down a little here so you can see what I'm doing. How about, there, okay. So I'm going to have to bend down here for you to see me. And sorry about the mess. So I'm just going to take this. Unfortunately, this apple isn't flat. So I'm going to have to kind of wiggle it down here. Be careful about how I'm wiggling it down because otherwise it kind of goes at an angle like that, which is no good. So I'm trying to be very careful. I apologize for any bumping of the microphone I end up doing here. So push them through. Throw them in the garbage right away. No, I did put my knives away. Okay. It says to chop it up pretty finely. Sorry, I'm doing dishes at this point too. Trying to make sure that things are clean as possible. And it says to finely chop it because I can't cut straight to save my life. They do kind of end up being different sizes. You see most of them are kind of like that big. And then I put them into a mixing bowl. So I'm kind of trying to separate them because, again, I can't cut very well. And then you do this for all of the pieces. Of course, like with this one, you can kind of see where there's still kind of seed stuff in there. So I just kind of cut that out. Throw the piece of garbage. So I bought this book a year or two ago. I bought it when it was published, so I could probably just look at the publication date on there to see when it was published. It was on Amazon for a little bit. And it was available on Potflex Active, which is where I get a lot of my exercise clothes. It does cost more, but it is good quality. I do like the quality of the exercise clothes, and a lot of it's really cute. So, like this sweatshirt I'm wearing is actually a Potflex sweatshirt. I think I got it like a year ago. And I do end up hand washing a lot of it, because I do not want to wreck it. I did wash 1 or 2 pairs of my leggings in the regular wash, in the regular dryer and stuff. And it ended up taking like the little logo off. And like, so you can't even tell what size it is anymore. So that's no good. Like if I ever wanted to resell them, which I might, when I get down in size. I am to the point with the leggings that I have that they are actually getting to be a little too big, which is great for me. Horrible for my wallet, but great for me. Because again, I want to say the leggings are like $70 a pop, unless you get them during a sale, which is usually when I try to shop for them, is I try to shop during sales. But like that teal sweatshirt you may have seen in some of the videos that I posted previously, that sweatshirt is also a Pop Flex sweatshirt. It's one of my favorites. I'm so sad they don't stock that one anymore because, as I just said, one of my favorites. It's actually in my closet with all my sweatshirts. On the one hand, it kind of sucks that, you pay all this money and then it ends up not fitting after a certain point. But, I just got to remember that it does make me more apt to exercise. I'm cutting some of these slices a little too big here. And yes, I have been cutting apples for like 5 minutes. Thank you for noticing. I only have a couple slices left, so just bear with me. Hi, Money. Are you hungry? Let me just do these apples quick and then I'll get you some food. Speaking of Alani's food, yes, I know. I do kind of watch what I give her as well, because at her last year's vet visit, she was actually like a pound heavier than she was supposed to be. For a cat her size, she's supposed to be between, I think, 7 and 8 pounds, and she was 9 pounds last year. She was back down to 8 this year, which I credit to we've been taking walks every now and again. We would have taken one today, but it was 80 degrees out, and I didn't want to risk having her overheat. Oh, I know. Just let me cut this one and I'll get over there. They're getting more uneven inside because I'm trying to cut fast and also not cut myself. Okay. So that's kind of what it should look like at this point. I'm just going to hit pause so I can get Alani some food. So just a sec. All right, thanks for bearing with me there. I know that you didn't really notice anything. But the next thing is it calls for 3 tablespoons of monk fruit sweetener, which actually does taste like sugar and is much better for you. However, at my store anyway, it is like $7 or $8 for a bag this big. And it's not very wide. So I just go with regular sugar. And I've been noticing it's been kind of sweet lately. So what I might do, I'm just going to see if it makes a difference here. So I'm actually going to put 2.5 tablespoons rather than the 3 and see what happens. And then before I stir, I've got some of this flaxseed meal because it does call for a tablespoon of flaxseed powder. Get a nice hefty spoonful in there. And I'm going to put this away here. Get a spoon. Stir it all together. So, looks like that. Lonnie! Silly goose. Silly little goose. All right. I'm actually going to wash my hands because I got sugar all over my hands. So, I'll be right back. All right. I'm back. The next thing is you're going to need a cup of old-fashioned oats. This one I got at Target. Only because I couldn't get to the grocery store that day. And yes, I know this is a liquid measuring cup. You're going to need milk for this. So, just dump that in there. And then it calls for 1 scoop of the Blogilates vanilla powder. Because I want to get a lot of protein in. I did look it up. You're supposed to, if you're working on like getting muscle and stuff, you're supposed to get 1 gram of protein for how much you weigh. So really I should be getting 180 grams of protein a day, which I'm definitely not getting. But this powder, I get it off of Amazon. It is $40 per container. It's vanilla flavored. And as you can see there, it has 26 grams of protein. So instead of doing 1 scooper, I'm using the scooper from the previous one because I haven't hit the actual scooper yet. In this thing. So 1, I think I just felt the scooper. Yep. Okay, there's 2. And then it calls for 2 teaspoons, I think, of cinnamon. But I often find that people's recommendations of cinnamon are not enough for me. So with the ground cinnamon here, I'm actually going to do 2 really good shakes. I don't know how much that actually is, but that's what I prefer to do. And then this is just all the dry ingredients. So at this point, this is what it should look like. And then it calls for 1/4 cup of unsweetened applesauce. This I just got the brand from my local grocery store. So that much if you're using a liquid measure. Now because of the excess protein powder I put in, it says 1 cup of low-fat milk or like non-dairy milk. I prefer to do just over 1 cup, and I kind of judge just by how much I put in. And I use whole milk. For those of you who have seen previous videos, I am vitamin D deficient. So I'd usually do like about 1.5 cups. And this stuff has vitamin D, so that's why we go with that one. Put the applesauce away. And then just stir this guy up. Well, this actually makes 2 servings. So when it's all done, it should look like that. Now for containers to put it in. It actually recommends a fairly cute container. Not sure how many ounces these jars are. I just got kind of decorative looking mason jars from Target. And then I got rid of the caps and I have ball caps for them instead. So, don't even know what size this is for. I'd have to find my box because I have no clue. So, this video is ending up being a lot longer. I never realized how long it took for me to make these overnight oats. But I kind of do alternating scoops just so I get an even amount of, you know, like the apple-y goodness in both. A little more. That guy there. I'm trying to judge based on levels here. Because I try to get it even. I don't always get it even, but I try. As Katie Carson over on Royalty Soaps would say, scrapey, scrapey, you're containing. And then you just leave these in your refrigerator overnight, and that allows the oatmeal to kind of get soft. And yeah, these are my overnight oats. So yeah, I will leave the link for the protein powder I use in the description. Everything else is kind of generic, so you can kind of just get whatever. But I do find this protein powder, if you don't mind vanilla Slim Fast, it's not that bad. It kind of just lends a vanilla taste to this. It doesn't like give like graininess like you would experience with pea protein. So yeah, that is the overnight oats video. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you for the next day by day. Bye.